Okay. Greetings to Sir Sharizal. I'm Vaishni Chandrasekharan. Today, me and my group members will be presenting on our article review assignment presentation. We'll be starting with the introduction first.
Greetings, sir. My name is Vashni, and today I'm going to start with introduction. So this group task involve a critical review of 3 research papers from 2019 onwards, which is for reading and writing strategies. So reading comprehension is an overlooked aspect in English education, especially for second language learners. So we have a selected topics include explicit morphological instruction on reading comprehension among Malaysian primary ESL learners. So that's all from our introduction.
For the first article, we will be reviewing on the influence of explicit morphological instruction on reading comprehension among Malaysian primary ESL learners. The author of this article, there are 3 of them, Yap Soon Lee, Tan Kok Eng, and Rohaya Abdullah. This article was published in the year of 2020, and the publisher, and it's published from the Journal of Asia TEFL. The type of this research is quasi-experimental study.
So moving on to the background of study, reading comprehension is crucial for language learning, but young ESL learners often struggle. And morphological awareness, which is MA, is a predictor of reading comprehension. And explicit instruction in a morphology improves metacognitive awareness. So the study examines the impact of morphology instruction on young ESL learners doing reading comprehension performance.
Greetings, sir. I'm Anusha. As for the problem statement, the study intends to investigate the substantial difference in reading comprehension. Secondly, this article cites research that revealed many young English as second language ESL. And thirdly, challenging task in this article review is to teach L2 students all of the necessary English vocabulary. That's all for the problem statement.
Greetings, sir. I'm Tanya Shwani Devidas, and for the objective of this article number 1, the study intends to investigate the substantial change in reading comprehension. And other than that, quasi-experimental study especially looked at how Malaysian primary school students' reading comprehension is in ESL classroom.
Greetings, sir. My name is Harshini. So the finding is the ENCOVA statistical test was used to investigate the significance or difference in the English. The empirical data demonstrates that learners' ERCA pre-test process portrayed variables had no influence on their post-test. There was significant difference in reading comprehension performance between the experimental and control groups after correcting for the learners. That's all from this, sir.
Moving on to the methodology part of this article. For the methodology, the study employed a quantitative research method utilizing pre-test and post-test measures of narrative essay writing. It is a 12-week period in completing this article review involving pre-test administration, CL treatment, sessions utilizing Jigsaw and Student Teams Achievement Division, STAD methods in this article review. For the literature review of this article, cooperative learning is an instructional approach that harnesses the natural inclination towards collaboration, and it also involves students working in small groups, and then they will be rewarded based on their collective performance. To implement CL, Johnson and Johnson, cited 2000, identify 5 key elements, and the interdependence are based on the student's achievements goal. That's all for the literature review. Moving on to the critical discussion.
The influence of explicit morphological instruction on reading comprehension among Malaysian primary ESL learners by Yap Soon Lee, Tan Kok Eng, and Rohaya Abdullah investigates the impact of explicit instruction in morphology on reading comprehension skills among Malaysian primary ESL learners. The study uses a quasi-experimental design with an experimental group receiving explicit morphological instruction and a control group without the intervention. That's all for the critical discussion.
As for the recommendation part, it is proposed that the concept of basic words to be introduced as a starting point to increase students' understanding of morphology and reading comprehension skills.
So last but not least is the conclusion. So the study found ESL learners improve reading comprehension through explicit instruction in morphology and enhancing their morphological awareness in overall comprehension beyond word level performance. That's all from Article 1.
For Article 2, which is based on writing skills, we have chosen an article entitled Cooperative Learning Strategies to Enhance Writing Skills Among Second Language Learners. This article was made by Kismullah Yusuf Zalina Juso and Yunis Rina Kismullah Yusuf. This article was published in the year of 2019 by International Journal of Instruction. This type of research is a quasi-experimental study.
So as you see for the background of study, Malaysian school teach English as second language, focusing on listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills. However, writing is challenging for learners with vocabulary, grammar, spelling, and punctuation. This study investigates the impact of cooperative learning, which is CL, on students' essay writing. That's all from background of study.
As for the problem statement, the study's goal is to look into how cooperative learning affects 9th grade students' writing ability. Secondly, pupils struggle to achieve the criteria due to weak language ability and a lack of enthusiasm. And then learning methods might help students improve their writing skills and provide useful information, which means the learning methods should be changed to better. That's all for the problem statement.
As for the objective of article number 2, the study goal is to look in how cooperative learning approaches, notably jigsaw, state, improve the writing skills of 9th grade students at Kuala Lumpur Middle School.
And then the finding is the study looked at how cooperative learning has affected students' writing abilities. Students fare better in narrative generating writing after scale installation, according to the pre-test and post-test data. Mean scores increase rising from the pre-test to the post-test, demonstrating an improvement in writing abilities.
For the methodology part of this article, the study employed a quantitative quasi-experimental design to investigate the impact of explicit teaching of morphology on English reading comprehension. This article focused on compounding, inflectional, and derivational morphemes. The research instrument underwent content validation and demonstrated high reliability based on the article review. For the literature review of this article, teaching second language learners how English words are created rather than focusing on memorizing vocabulary is a more effective approach. Compounding, inflectional, and derivational morphemes are used in English morphology. Morphological awareness comprise 3 dimensions, which are morphological structure awareness, morphological analysis, and morphological decoding. That's all for the literature review.
As for the critical discussion, the article discusses various cooperative learning strategies and presents a systematic review of relevant studies. Secondly, the article's strength lie in its focus on cooperative learning strategies and its exploration of the impact on writing proficiency. Because the way we speak and the way we write is totally different. The article lacks a clear research question and does not specify the criteria for selecting the reviewed study. It also lacks the critical analysis of the literature and practical guidance for educators, which needs an improvement in future. That's all from the critical discussion.
As for the recommendation part for article number 2, cooperative learning, which is CL, has been shown to improve students' writing ability. Cooperative learning activities, including as group project, duo works, role play, can be used by teachers to engage students to improve their writing skills more.
So, for the article review conclusion, the study found that implementing common language, which is CL, in the classroom improved narrative essay writing performance, enhancing content, organization, vocabulary, grammar, and mechanics. Teacher used the strategies to overcome challenges and foster peer acceptance. Further research is needed to generalize finding across different level and sample sizes. That's all from article 2.
Moving on to the last article review of our assignment presentation. The article we chose was based on digital literacy tools to enhance English reading and writing skills, a detailed literature review. This article was written by Victoria Joseph and Najmo Nisa Khan. This article was published in the year of 2020 by Global Language Review, and this type of research is literature review study.
So for the background of study, the technology impacts education, but teachers face challenges in integrating technology into teaching, especially in Pakistan, where traditional methods neglect English reading and writing skills. Digital literacy tools can improve instruction. So that's all from background of study.
As for the problem statement, the study's goal is to look into the impact of digital literacy tools on students' communication skills, specifically in their reading and writing abilities in English. Secondly, technology-related issues can be obstruct effective teaching and learning, and then scarcity of digital content in several languages, especially in English language. That's all for the problem.
As for the objective, the study goals are to investigate the impact of digital literacy tools on students' communication skills, to investigate the relationship between the TPAC teaching model and create the conceptual framework, and combine TPAC and socially sad cognition theory to improve students' reading and writing skills.
As for the findings, tablets, laptop, computers, smartphone, and multimedia have a positive impact on kids' reading and writing ability. Vocabulary, phonic awareness, reading comprehension, fluency, and expression are all factors. Study advised that digital literary technology will be quickly adapted in primary, secondary, and higher educational settings.
For the methodology part of this article, the study involved conducting a critical literature review to explore the effects of digital literacy tools on students' English reading and writing skills, and also this research synthesized to categorize the articles based on their topics and titles. For the literature review part of this article, the concept of digital literacy tools involves in educational settings, has a long history in evolving from visual literacy to technological literacy and eventually digital literacy. DLTs such as computers and laptops have been successful in building vocabulary and improving literacy levels.
As for the critical discussion, it emphasized the growing importance of digital tools in contemporary education, explores their potential benefits. However, the article lacks of a clearly defined research question and does not specify the criteria of selecting the reviewed literature. It also falls short in critically evaluating the quality of the studies and addressing potential bias or conflicting findings.
So as for the recommendation part, the digital literacy tools plays a crucial role in education, especially in developing countries like Pakistan. Teachers are encouraged to utilize tools such as computers, laptops, tablets, smartphones, multimedia, and ebooks to teach English reading and writing skills.
So we came to the end for the conclusion for the article review 3. So the digital literacy tools enhance English language skills in developing countries like Pakistan, promoting collaboration, critical thinking, creative and communication through technology resources, and TPAC teaching models. That's all from article review 3.
So for the conclusion, its reading ability provides a comprehensive input improve language skills like listening, speaking, and writing, expand vocabulary, keeps attention focused, extra level efficiency, constitutes privileged learner language, and helps students transfer message, express themselves, complete schoolwork, and develop cognitive abilities. Writing is essential for producing reports, tests, and interactive course. That's all.
That's all for our presentation today. Thank you to Sir Sharizal for giving us this opportunity on this assignment for article review. Thank you.